President Biden announced a $5.8 trillion budget blueprint for the upcoming fiscal year, besides making his remarks about Ukraine.
Well, the budget I'm releasing today sends a clear message to the American people that what we value. First, fiscal responsibility. Second, safety and security. And thirdly, investments needed to build a better America.
That calls for higher taxes on the wealthiest Americans and are subjected to raising $361 billion in revenue over a decade. Households worth $100 million or more would be taxed a minimum of 20%. The proposal also calls for lower federal deficits and greater funding for police, education, public health, and housing.
The whiteout snow squall causing that chain reaction crash on I-81 in Pennsylvania. Watch this man right here, a car coming right toward him.
Oh, watch out, watch out! Oh, God!
The man narrowly escaping, but it's just the beginning. Reports tonight that at least 3 people were killed, 20 rushed to the hospital, several others taken to a Red Cross warming shelter. And this, a massive fire breaking out.
Look at that fire! Oh my God!
As many as 60 vehicles piling up, tractor trailers slamming into cars, many of the drivers running into the woods for safety.
The stage now set for an epic showdown.
Davis, give it up. Upstairs!
After a blowout win overnight, UNC marking the final chapter in 15-seed St. Peter's storybook season. UNC now ready to face Duke in the semifinals in what could be Coach K's final game before he retires. Whoever comes out on top this time will face off against Villanova or Kansas for a chance to win it all.
Haley Jones to the block all game.
On the women's side, the reigning champions are back in the Final Four. The Stanford Cardinals besting the Texas Longhorns 59-50 to secure their return. And South Carolina also heading to the Final Four after defeating Creighton 80-50 Sunday. The Gamecocks looking to secure a national championship for the first time since 2017.
The Fedex driver is being called a hero after he rescued a child in a car crash in South Carolina. Damian Rose was ending his shift and he noticed smoke from a 2-car accident. Rose put his truck in park, unbuckled his seatbelt, and hopped right out to help. And he says that he heard lots of screaming and people inside one of the cars yelling, "Get the kid." So that's what he did. Rose says he got the door open and pulled the little boy out to safety.
It was just a first instinct of like, I'm not gonna let anybody die or anything like that.
Rose says that he never second-guessed his efforts. He and his grandmother had gotten into an accident before and somebody was there to help her. He hopes that his heroic video will send a message to others.
Kim Kardashian responding to the backlash from her comments to Variety earlier this month.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your up and work.
In a new sit-down, Kardashian addresses the controversy.
That soundbite, I came off of the notion and the question right before, which was, after 20 years of being in the business, you're famous for being famous. And my whole tone and attitude changed with the previous question that went into that question about what advice would you give to women? And the advice that I would give is just that having a social media presence and being on a reality show does not mean overnight success.
The U.S. Capitol has reopened public guided tours for limited groups of people 2 years after the coronavirus pandemic forced lockdowns across the country. Officials say the reopening would occur in phases, beginning with school groups and other groups of up to 15 people who would be led by lawmakers or their aides. Congressional offices will each be limited to leading one tour weekly.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.